Hey, and welcome to our explainer. Thinking about planning for your child's future? Well, it can feel like a huge, overwhelming task, but it really doesn't have to be. Today, we're going to break down how you can turn that massive goal into a concrete, totally achievable plan. So, let's dive right in.
So here's our game plan. We're going to kick things off with the basics of investing, then we'll look at why having a guide is so important. After that, we'll dive deep into a specific plan for a child to see how it all works in the real world. And we'll wrap it all up with the key takeaways for you and your family.
All right, first things first. We hear the word investment thrown around all the time, right? But what are we actually talking about when we say we're investing for the future?
You know, this quote from our source really cuts through all the jargon. It puts it so simply. You're not just trying to grow some numbers on a screen. You're building a resource, a fund for all the big moments and important work waiting in your child's future.
So what does that actually look like? Well, simply put, investing just means putting your money into things, we call them assets, like stocks or bonds, with the hope that they'll grow. Think of it like an engine that can turn the savings you have today into a much larger sum down the road.
Okay, but let's be honest. The world of investing can get, well, pretty complicated. And that's exactly why an expert guide can be so valuable. So how do you find someone who can actually help you make sense of it all?
Well, to give us a real-world example, our source material introduces us to someone like Gaurav Deep Gautam, who is a government-authorized insurance advisor. This really highlights how important it is to find someone with recognized credentials to help you sift through all the options.
Now, you might look at a background like this and just see a list of qualifications. But think about what this combination really gives you. You've got the analytical, numbers-driven mindset from mathematics, mixed with a deep understanding of markets and even human behavior from political science and marketing. That kind of diverse expertise can be incredibly helpful when you're looking for a guide.
So what's their main job? In their own words, it's to analyze the market and dig up the methods that will help you earn the best profit. A good advisor is basically your personal researcher, your scout, who sifts through all the noise to find strategies that actually fit your goals.
Okay, so we've covered the what of investing and the who of an advisor. Now let's connect those dots and bring it all together with a real-world example, a concrete financial plan that's designed specifically for a child's future.
And this is the key question, isn't it? I mean, it's one thing to get some general advice, but how does that actually translate into something tangible that helps you save for your kid's education or other major life events?
The answer is by using specific, structured tools that are built for this exact purpose. And for our explainer today, we're going to zoom in on one such example from our source, the LIC New Children's Money Back Plan. We'll use it to really understand the thinking behind this kind of planning.
All right, let's roll up our sleeves and get practical. How does a plan like this actually work? We're going to look at the nuts and bolts step by step.
So right off the bat, you can see the framework here is meant to be really simple. It's for young kids from newborns up to age 12. It can be started by a parent or even a grandparent. And the goal is crystal clear. Lock in funds for big future needs. The key thing here is the fixed term. It creates a finish line, making sure the money is there when the child turns 25.
And here is where the strategy gets really smart. It's not just about getting one big check way at the end. It's actually designed to provide money at key stages in a young adult's life. You get a payout at 18, which is perfect for starting college or a trade. Then you get another one at 20, and again at 22. The final, much larger payout at 25 then gives them a huge leg up as they launch into their adult life.
Think about that first payout at age 18. That's a huge deal. It's timed perfectly for that first major step into adulthood. It makes a plan that you started years ago feel suddenly very real and incredibly useful, right when it's needed most.
So when you look at the whole journey, it's all about predictability. It starts with buying the plan, followed by years of steady, disciplined payments. Then comes the exciting part, that series of planned payouts during those critical college and early career years. And it all culminates in that final maturity benefit.
Okay, so we've looked at the what and the how. Now for the most important part, the why. What's the ultimate takeaway for your family when you put this kind of financial plan in place?
When you boil it all down, a plan like this is doing two vital jobs at the same time. On one hand, it's a tool for systematic savings. It creates a disciplined structure that helps you build a fund over many, many years. But on the other hand, and this is so crucial, it's also a safety net. It provides financial protection for the family if the unthinkable happens. It's this powerful combination of growth and protection that creates real financial security. And that brings us right to our final thought. Your child's future might feel like it's a long way off, but its foundation is being built with the choices you make today. So we'll leave you with this question to think about. Is your financial plan built to last? Thanks so much for joining us on The Explainer.